dreams. I'm thinking this is a joke.
Okay, so we're starting dinner, and tonight we're making a chicken and corn chowder. So we're going to need about 8 pieces of bacon. I've already got my pan over here heating. I'm going to drop this in here.
One egg.
How many did you get earlier? 8? That's 9?
Like 6 or 7.
Not gonna lie to you, I hate cooking bacon. Because it splashes up picture. Just gonna let this cook down nice, and we're gonna save this grease. Man, cooking bacon makes such a mess. Hello from Arkansas, Miss Lori, how are you? See you out there, Miss Rhonda. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be cold tonight. This will be a good dinner. I'm gonna let that get good and crispy. We cook bacon in the oven. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Also, in the air fryer is a good way to do it. But I need the grease for later, and the bacon is essentially going to be a topping. So we're just going to get this extra crispy.
Bacon crumbs.
Well, then I didn't have the grease.
Yeah. You had bacon grease in that white butter.
What are they saying, babe?
Everybody's saying good evening, what you cooking, they cook bacon in the oven.
Yeah, we're making a chicken. That's alright, I'm going to send Joel to the store. Chicken and corn chowder. Tell you
How
what.
did the chicken in the oven bag turn out?
Oh my god, it was so good. I have a picture, and I have not posted that recipe yet, but I will. Probably after I finish this dinner. I need some tongs. At least that's what I'm hunting.
Let me see.
Stop.
You found it yet?
No, I don't need them. Just use them.
The cat says she can almost smell the bacon cooking.
Spaghetti loves bacon.
Oh, I can do the whole packet.
I like it. I don't love it like either of them.
Where's your critter?
I actually forgot to put the critter out. But I could sneak it in there maybe. Because it's like such a small area, like on the stove, you know. I got a critter at my feet right there. I'm Bubby. Alright, this is getting pretty close to being done. Let's take it out. Put it on a little plate here. Turn this down a little bit. Alright, to this bacon grease, I gotta hustle. Oh my god, my paper towel's caught on fire, Michael.
You did it?
Yeah, I think just from touching the pot.
says she hates cooking bacon.
Me too, girl. I don't love it. Alright, now to our bacon grease. We're going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. Don't know why.
Because the butter gives it the flavor, the bacon grease keeps it from burning.
Okay. Then we're going to add our cut up vegetables, which these have water in it, so be careful adding it to your bacon.
Dang, girl. You want all the fun stuff together.
Alright, let's get that burned up in there. That is going to soak up all that flavoring. See how the brown on the bottom? Move up. Let's see if I can get them closer.
Mary says I set a fire in this kitchen.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can't go any further than that.
Okay.
She said she had a little critter make a nest underneath her burner.
Oh my goodness.
Said put fire out.
That's crazy, girl. I got this turned down to medium because I fired up so hot.
Somebody wants to know if you've ever made halloumi.
I have not. Don't think. Is that? What'd you call it, Michael?
Halloumi?
Oh, what did you say?
No, H-A-L-U-S-K-I. Halloumi?
No, I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to Google it.
Then we go to made. Somebody want to know why your veggies had so much water.
Well, they were frozen. So it had some ice in it, you know.
I didn't know today was twin day.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Just saying.
I'm going to turn this back up. Alright, now before we do that, we're going to add about a fourth of a cup or so of all-purpose flour. This is what makes our roux. I only have a little bit in here, so I'm just going to use the rest of this. That's about a fourth of a cup. So we're going to let that stir and get that roux cooking a little bit. Alright. Now, to that I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. I'm going to add some
Teresa wants to know, where did you get that pan?
I got it at Sam's years and years ago. We're going to add a little bit of Tony's. Ooh, not that much.
Teresa, if you want to know what it's called Magnolite.
Yeah, it's a Magnolite, and we bought it as a set
They're expensive.
a long time ago. But it's worth every penny. This thing will last longer than you. You'll be able to leave these pots to your kids and grandkids.
AC had one that was so old. I mean, it was thin. It's like weight next to nothing.
Alright, this is some basil. I'm just going to toss in here. That roux is starting to cook. Oh, I love the way the basil smells. Alright, let's add a little bit of garlic. Here, Michael. See if you can.
Look at Mom. I thought you already had one there.
I hope not. Alright, we're going to put 2 heaping tablespoons here. Let that cook for a minute and get fragrant. Give it a good stir. Oh, shoot. I forgot to throw in my red bell peppers, but I don't want those to cook down as much as the rest of them. So that's one whole red bell pepper. I want that to retain some of its firmness and color, because really that's what it's for. Because I had bell pepper in that mixture. Alright, let's give it another stir. Let's add a little bit chicken broth.
Yeah, I mean, kind of want to hear what you're adding.
That was red bell pepper. Now I'm going to slowly add my chicken broth. They can't hear me, Michael?
I have my volume turned on.
And you'll see, I know it's hard for y'all to see in this pot. Let's see. Michael said I can't get any closer, it'll unplug. Hopefully, I was waiting for one more Amazon package. So hopefully that's it. Now we're adding some chicken broth. Probably will add 2 of these. Alright.
What did you add for the red bell pepper?
Garlic. A little bit of garlic. Now this is a jalapeno that's been seeded and cut up. I'm going to add that in there. And then we added a little bit of Tony's and basil. Let's see. I'm going to put some red pepper flakes.
Does your pig eat the leftovers?
No, we don't give them people food, really. Well, sometimes, but no, we don't feed them leftovers.
Can you find the pot on Amazon? It's called a Magna Light. L-I-T.
I'm guessing you probably could. I don't know if they'll have that size.
They probably can't hear these. I'm not. Tell me what it is.
It's called a Magna Light. I don't know if you'll be able to find that size, but it's worth a try. Okay.
There's our Ukrainian girl.
Welcome, welcome. I'm going to add a few little sprinkles of red pepper. Keep stirring. And I am going to add just a little bit more chicken broth. A whole container full.
And then Kathy Parrish is new.
Welcome, Miss Kathy.
And what's funny is we live in East Baton Rouge Parish.
Yep.
And that's her last name is Parrish.
Let's add another chicken broth here.
If we ever move anywhere else and we got to say what county you're in, that's just going to be weird.
Yeah, it will be weird, but we can do it. Can y'all see the colors in here? Michael, can they see in this pot good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's let that come to a good boil or simmer. Turn that back up to high.
Yeah, Tina Beavers, they work on glass stovetops.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. We had a glass stove top when I first bought these.
How do they do with the diapers?
Not so good.
I don't see it. I don't know how he wiggles out of there.
I don't know either. Don't know.
But he does.
Alright. We just need to get that pot coming to a simmer. And then we're going to add some more stuff.
Hey, what's it called? What you making?
Chicken and corn chowder.
You heard it here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but just, you know, they tune in like nobody knows what you're making.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said we need to put it. So what new pet do you have now? Nothing right now?
Nothing new yet. We did go to the auction the other day, livestock auction, but we just went for fun. All right.
125 goes wild. Right. That was crazy.
Yeah. I couldn't understand a word he was saying. We still ain't bowling over here?
I'd probably be bidding against myself. I'm so confused.
Yeah, they talk really fast. Now keep stirring it like this. We'll bring your temperature down. So I'm trying not to stir too much while I'm getting it. Trying to get it to come to a boil. Let's go a little higher. I love the way a seasoned pot looks. Like, you know, a pot with seasonings in it. Woo, that's good.
Sharon said if you put a onesie on him, he would be able to do it
Well, we had an 18-month onesie, but it was too...
He grew out of it.
It didn't fit him. So...
Well, if you do it like that pot and you don't want to pay the high dollar at the store, you can always go to garage sales and find them. You can't even sell.
Yeah, check garage sales and check, what's those other things called? Estate sales.
And maybe you can get lucky at what's those stores? They're blue.
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Well, Goodwill ain't always cheap. Okay, we're starting to come to a boil right around those edges.
Did you talk to Terry today?
I have not. Look, I waved my magic wand and it started boiling.
Kendra said my friend has a goat and she duct tapes it back to front. I think you'd be very happy if I put duct tape on.
It's funny. Okay, now we're going to drop in potatoes that I have peeled and quartered. This is about 4 medium large, not large, not like the bacon potatoes, but like medium large potatoes. I did 4, but you can do 3.
Dixie Kenner, or Kiner.
That's a cute name. And then we're going to let that cook until the potatoes are nice and tender. All right, get in there, guys.
Do you have propane or natural gas cooker?
We have natural gas. And I know he was asking me because he thought I didn't know. Right? Well, joke's on you.
Ooh, Cindy Miller from South Australia.
Ooh, we got a good bit of Australian girls on here. It's good. You girls would like this too. But does it ever get cold in Australia? It gets cold in the summertime, huh? But does it ever get like really cold? Michael?
I've never been to Australia. I would say that it doesn't get that cold because they're pretty close to the equator.
That's what I was thinking.
But I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, look at South America. They have, maybe it gets cold there.
So, does it snow in Australia? Is the question. Someone said it's freezing in South Wales.
I bet it's cold there, girl. I would love to see England in the winter.
Just said, that's a big pot of chowder. Who will you feed?
Just our family, girl, but I'm hoping to have leftovers. It sure is a pretty pot of food, huh? What did he say? In here.
Did you ever try the Vegemite?
I have not tried it yet.
Ethan, I heard what you said.
What did he say?
It said it smells good in here.
Okay, well, I asked 3 times. I can't hear. All right, Big Daddy. Here's your job.
Where's that thing at?
I don't know where to put it last. Here's this one.
Wasn't on the counter right here?
I haven't seen it.
I can use it.
I got a lot of onions and flavoring in there. Look how pretty that is. Baby, open these 3. Leave this one for now in case I don't need it. Got him on can duty. It's cold here in Templemore, Ireland. Happy Christmas.
Dude, does this one have corn?
Ooh, they got 7 kids. Yep.
I was going to say, I saw a piece of corn and a carrot. It's nothing wrong with this Canada. What's wrong with Canada?
You like the other one better?
I like that one better. I like the black one better.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one Krista told me to buy.
Where you can find it.
Should have bought like 3 or 4 of them.
Cookie says she loves your cooking.
Thank you, Miss Cookie.
Ooh, Elizabethtown, Illinois.
Ooh. That sounds cold, huh? I bet you Illinois is cold this week. Or gonna be for Christmas. How many of y'all are expecting a white Christmas? It's gonna be freezing cold, like wind chill of like 4 degrees. But no snow here.
It could snow.
This pot I bought at Sam's. It came with a set. So I have a real tall stock pot like it. And then I have 2 saucepans too. What are you doing?
Make water for the bunny. She named that bunny Simon.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
All peanut. gets that cold, Michael, we should bring Poppy in. Where'd he go? Bobby, what happened to your sweater? Come here. Come here, dude. Oh, God. What'd you do? There it goes. Damn, he's snug. Snug as a bug. Alright, we're just waiting for those potatoes to get tender. And look at our sauce, our chowder is thickening up. Where you went?
I told John she needs to go to the store. Janet said the snow is past her knees in her yard.
Oh my goodness.
What?
How do you walk through that?
How tall is she? She could be like 3 feet tall. You know, like that 6 inches.
That's realistic.
Just saying.
She's probably at least 5 feet. She could be less, but... It's going to take about 10 minutes for those potatoes to...
Somebody want to know if they still have those pies that are at the local Sam's. I don't think I've seen them.
I haven't seen them in a long time. Not even at Christmas time, where they usually put out their big sets.
Colleen Mitchell says it's going to be 16 degrees there for Christmas.
Okay. I would tell you to go to magnolite.com and see if you can get a better deal, because I don't think Sam's carries them anymore. Because I would have bought another set if I found them.
I'm going to turn the air conditioner on.
No. You hot? You can open a window if you're hot.
The one time it's actually cold here, everybody's talking about how cold it is, and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over my air conditioner. She's 5'4". And she's a New York girl.
She's 5'4".
Wait.
So she's about my height.
Wait. No, I'm sorry, she's 5'4", but Colleen is the New York girl.
Oh, gotcha. So she's about my height, which means that the snow is probably about, golly, 3 feet deep. Man, how do you walk through that? You gotta have, like, a slicker suit on. Yeah, but your clothes would get all wet.
Then you got snow pants.
You have to put that over your clothes?
Yeah. Kid, you better learn some stuff. You want to go to Montana? Look, Montana is going to be negative 23.
When?
Mm-hmm.
Which part of Montana?
So Dorinda Henderson lives in Montana. And look, me and Kelly want to move to Montana one day. Dorinda, what part do you live in?
Yeah, what part do you live in?
We were looking at the Big Sky area, like the Bitterroot Valley and
We're looking
Livingston.
at Bozeman. I like Bozeman. But it's so expensive. Tell us the secrets, girl. Where's the good property value? Little bubbers. Look at this thickening up. My potatoes are cooking. I'm anxious to add the rest of my ingredients, but I know I shouldn't yet.
Krista said you have to put on underwear, long johns, pants, and snow pants, and boots. It's a lot of clothes, man.
I would probably have 2 pairs of pants on, and then snow pants and boots. And then how do you bend over? If you drop something, are you just screwed? I know that's an ugly word, but...
You have to hold on to your suspenders like that.
I'm going to have to wear suspenders so Big Daddy can pick me back up.
Krista said Montana is close to her.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We also looked at Wyoming, but that only gets colder.
Dorinda said come on out, but she ain't told us where. Oh. pretty in Bozeman, expensive.
Yes, it is very.
Where do we get our bang for our buck, Dorinda?
Yeah, tell me. I want to live in the mountains, and I want low property taxes.
You want 400 acres.
I
you
want
wanna
like
pay
500
over
acres.
600,000.
And I don't want to pay over $1 million. Oh, and did I mention I need a barn too? Yeah.
Man, Krista said right over customs border. Well,
Oh.
that's too north. Man. You're getting south.
South Montana.
That's me saying not really.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead. Man, I'm just getting a little impatient.
See, Janet Collins lives in Michigan.
Ooh,
I heard
yeah.
there you just walk into a house and just move in. You don't have to pay nothing.
In Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible?
They had so many bankruptcies and all that with the economy over the years that they had houses just sitting there. Supposedly you can just walk in and move in.
I find that hard to believe. Like, if that was the case, the people who lost their house could just stay there.
Tell you what I read then.
We'll give it just a few more minutes.
Jamie Mills says Montana isn't far for her.
Jamie, you can come and see us when we move to Montana. It's going to be a few years, though. We got to wait for all the kids to graduate.
Krista said if you want low property taxes, out west is not where it's at.
Well, we're going to go see. We might go back towards Tennessee.
You might go towards Mississippi to get cheap lumber.
I don't want to move to Mississippi.
I don't blame you.
It'll be Tennessee, Florida, Montana, possibly Wyoming, but it's so cold. Oklahoma has cheap property. I'll go to Oklahoma.
Yeah, but that's in the Dust Bowl area. Like Midwestern flatlands.
Yeah. They have mountains. You don't remember those mountains I was in when I was in Oklahoma?
Krista says she has a friend in Bozeman. She'll ask him where it's at.
Okay, so we are going to cut down this heat a little bit.
Cindy said move to Pennsylvania.
Girl, I don't know about that. That might be a little too cold.
10 people asked, I guess, chicken corn chowder.
Yep, chicken and corn chowder.
I know, baby,
This is...
They always ask. That's why we need to post it.
Well, baby, what? Post it where? When?
And pin it. Like, pin it.
Okay. This is a rotisserie chicken that I've already took off the bone, cleaned up. We're just adding it in here.
Sandra said we can go out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. You've been watching that new show, King of Tulsa?
Tulsa King.
The King of Tulsa thing. How many episodes you seen?
I've started like...
You know you haven't.
I'm not gonna sleep. Alright, so now I'm adding, and that's just because I had this one, the Southwest corn. But if you don't have this, you can add a regular can of corn.
She said Miles City, Glendive, not mountain, but big sky.
There you go. Okay, so we added our chicken. We're adding 3 cans of corn, possibly 4. We're going to see how this goes. I got 2 cans here of the Southwest corn, but only because that's what I had. And this corn has poblano and red peppers in it.
Gayla said in Oklahoma, they have mountains there, no dust. That's in Texas. Her property taxes are a whopping $1,000 a year.
There you go. And very well could end up there.
She said Tulsa King was filmed right down the highway from her.
Okay, regular kernel corn. Alright, so we got 3 cans of corn in here. I think that's good. We got some potatoes. We got our chicken. Now we're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. Stir that in. Look how pretty. And now,
Where does Cindy live?
look how pretty that looks. Now we're going to add in some Velveeta cheese. This is half of a 3-pound brick, so 1.5 pounds. And we're going to just toss that in there. I'm going to wait before I stir it.
Chris has said you should take a picture of the pan for sure.
A picture of the pan.
It's pretty.
Okay. Now, I want to taste this and see if I need more seasoning. I didn't add any salt because the chicken broth has salt in it. I think we're good. And so does the cheese. That's good. You can add a little bit of cayenne pepper to this if you want. This one has a little bit of a kick, so I'm going to leave it. Because we like to add maybe Tabasco to our bowls.
Somebody wants to know how expensive Velveeta cheese is now.
You know, I don't know because I sent the kids to the store.
They got everything for $20.
Yeah, but they only had to get a rotisserie chicken, a red bell pepper, Velveeta, and one more thing. And they literally spent $20.08.
Is Cajun spice a good substitute for Tony's?
Yes.
You know what Cajun spice is?
Well, any kind of Cajun seasoning would be. But the problem that you might run into is that you want to try to find one that's from the South, whether it's Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, possibly Alabama. You know, you want a Cajun seasoning from the South. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Krista, what about something called Slap Your Mama?
Slap Your Mama is another one that we use. I know it's a silly name, but that's what it's called.
It's in a yellow can.
Okay, so that's pretty melted. Now, I'm going to go through here.
Yeah, Chris, if you can get Slap Your Mama, that's a really great substitute. I might even like that a little bit better.
We're going to add, just because I have it in there, a 1/2 cup of Parmesan. Move, bud.
Cheryl said, I need your girls to do my grocery shopping. I'm going to tell you, it's nice having kids that can drive.
It is nice, but they don't, like, watch what they spend. You know what I mean? Like, we value shop. They don't.
Yeah, it's definitely not their money. They know that.
But when you send them to the store for like 1 or 2 things, it's okay. It's just, I wouldn't send them for a big grocery
And
trip.
then they start buying stuff for themselves.
And then there's that. And then I'm going to add a handful. I wanted some sharp cheddar, but I think I'm out. So I'm going to add a little bit of this 4-cheese Mexican blend. And I'm just going to do a couple handfuls. All right.
Krista said she was looking for, I think the season, she said $65 for shipping.
Oh, girl.
Can you use the green bell pepper instead of a red one? Or will
Yes.
it taste the same?
I actually prefer the green bell peppers, but the girls and Big Daddy like the red. I just think it looks prettier for presentation, but I like the green, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, that's getting good and thick. We're going to turn this down. Oh, shoot, I forgot to add 2 bay leaves. Let's throw them in there. Well, we'll do 3. 3 and a piece. So we're going to let this simmer for a little bit. And then serve. We're essentially done. You do want to stir it pretty often so your cheese doesn't stick to your bottom. But look how all that creamy goodness is very thick, very creamy. That is a pretty chowder.
Got a Terry Kelly on here from Homa. I know some Kellys in Thibodeau.
Is that Ace's last name?
Hmm?
How did I forget that?
Mm-hmm.
My back is hurting me, bub.
Ruth says she's never heard of that cheese of any kind.
Oh, really? Oh, girl, this is going to be good.
Yes, you don't like cheese on it?
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't have to add it.
And Sandra says she don't see no critters, just stone.
I know, Sandra. It's my fault. I forgot to put one out. So today we don't have a critter. I know that's not cool, but I will do this for you since I didn't put one out. I will tell you that yesterday's critter was a grasshopper. It was a big grasshopper. And he was on the fridge. So if you go put that on the video, no, I'm sorry, on the blog post, that yesterday's critter was a grasshopper on the freezer or fridge, then I'll give it to you. Well, you'll be entered to win. Man, this is perfect for a cold night, Mike. We want to taste it?
No, I'm not hungry.
Okay. Dinner's done. This is delicious. Look at it. I'm just going to let it simmer there because everybody's not super hungry right now. They've been kind of snacking. And I want to give those bay leaves time to marry the flavor. So I'm going to leave this on a low simmer for a little while. I got it turned down as low as I can. And then we'll eat in just a little bit. We're going to do a dessert tonight?
Probably.
Wait, I forgot to tell y'all. The bacon that we cooked earlier, you're going to chop it up and sprinkle it on top with a little bit of green onion. For those of you, see, like I said, Big Daddy's a bacon lover, not me so much. So, if you love the bacon, add it. You'll appreciate it. But it's good without it. And the green onions just make it pretty. Alright, guys. That is it for now. We will be back in a little bit for some dessert. Don't forget to share and go. Later on when I get this recipe posted, make sure you comment that yesterday's critter was a grasshopper on the refrigerator. All right. And that's going to be on the blog, so make sure you comment on the blog. All right, we'll see you guys a little bit later. Y'all have a good night.